Welcome back to the Maelstrom, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, we wanted to quickly remind you of our affiliate program with Parabellum Wargames. Simply enter Maelstrom 10 at checkout on their eShop to secure 10% off your next order. In the last game, we saw a close matchup between the 100 Kingdoms and the Nords as they competed for control of the lava fields. Though the Nords suffered some early setbacks in casualties and scoring, they were able to bring the fury of the North to the Kingdoms and end their plans of domination. Today, the Spires face one of their creations on the field of battle. The Wadroon have come away from their most recent game against the 100 Kingdoms with a crushing victory, with the Spires losing a nail-biter against the Nords. Today, the Spires have arrived in the arid wastelands claimed by those they once abandoned. Will the endless hordes of drones and clones prove the superior creation, or will the Wadroon destroy them in a display of their battlefield prowess? Welcome back to the Saga of 7 Champions, Episode 12. The mission today is Divide and Conquer, with 6 6-inch objective zones and 2 objective markers. Each player will score 3 victory points for destroying their opponent's objective marker, 2 victory points for each objective zone they are seizing, and 2 additional points if they are seizing 3 or more objective zones. If players manage to control 4 objective zones, they will score 4 additional points instead. Finally, 2 points will be awarded to a player that destroys the enemy warlord. The game will end after 10 turns, at which point the player with the highest score will be the victor. The Spires are going to start things off with a Biomancer. He's going to have Degenerative Aura for his mutation. His mastery is Flesh Carver, and for Retinue, he's going to have Mastery of Flesh 1 and Tactical 1. He's going to be leading 8 stands of Bound Clones with a Standard Bearer. He's going to be joined by a Ferromancer, who will be the warlord for this army. For a mutation, he has Biotic Wellspring. For tactics, he has Tactic 1, because for his retinue, he is Tactical Tier 2, and then he also has Flesh Tier 1, and his mastery is Synaptic Coordination. He's going to be joining 11 stands of Force-Grown Drones with a Standard Bearer. To finish out his warband, he has an Abomination, 3 stands of Strix, and 4 stands of Brute Drones. The Wadroon are starting things off with a Chieftain in the Warlord slot. He has Shock Assault for his Supremacy ability, and his Warband cult is Death. He has Kiss of the Dinosaur for his artifact, and Violence of Action for his Way of War. His retinue is Combat Tier 3. He is joining 5 stands of Blooded with a Standard Bearer and a Tracker. And then he also has 3 Warbred in his warband. The second character is going to be a Scion of Conquest. His warband cult is Death. His artifact is Primordial Splinter. And his retinue is Conquest Tier 2. He's going to be joining 5 stands of Braves with a Standard Bearer and a Champion. The third and final character is a Predator. This is going to be from the Cult of Famine. The Way of the Hunt is the Ceaseless Hunt. His mastery is Marksmanship, and his retinue is Conquest 1. He has 3 stands of Hunters with a Tracker, and he's going to be joining 4 stands of Slingers with a Skirmisher. What you got?
Automatically coming on. Force-Grown Drones with my Pharaoh.
Alright, I'm bringing the Predator and the Slingers automatically, and then the Hunters have a Tracker, so they've got flank, so they're all coming on.
And I got one other light that is not here.
That's the Strix, correct?
Yep.
So, first turn?
I have advantage, so I'm going to add 1 and let you go first.
Alright, Predator, your turn.
Pharaoh, your turn.
Okay. The Hunters. Alright, your turn.
Force-Grown Drones. And your go.
Slingers. Alright, there's the Slingers. And that is turn 1.
So, automatically showing up.
Yep.
Bound clones with the Biomancer.
Alright, same here. Chieftain and the Blooded have flank because they have a tracker. And the Scion and the Braves are going to come on automatically because the Scion has... no, he doesn't have Conquest Tier 3 this time. But I didn't need it. He's going to be my unit that just comes on automatically.
I have one light.
Yeah.
And one medium.
Not yet. And then I have the Warbred. Nope. How many cards do you have? 5?
5. I do believe I have advantage.
Yeah, a little bit. I have a 5.
I'm going to force a reroll.
Alright. Have a 5.
Force a reroll.
Alright. Have a 2.
You're going first.
Alright. I don't remember which, but it's a character. It's going to be the Chieftain to lead things off, and it'll go back to you.
Biomancer, back to you.
Predator, he will drop a famine marker into the sequence, and it'll go back to you. If these get in the way, I'll move them.
Ferromancer, he's going to use his Ferromane Gland Burst to add a +1 march to these guys.
Okay.
Back to you.
Braves, they would have to check for Bloodlust, but they can't see anybody right now, so it doesn't matter.
Can I go?
Yep, that's it for me.
Bound clones.
Slingers, they will drop a famine marker. Yep. And then they will fire. They are processing fire in advance. So they're going to be hitting you on 3s. So we've got 7 that cause resolve.
Defense 2, unless it's armor piercing.
No, it does not have armor piercing.
Defense 2. Shield 3. Tactical 1.
All right, and then 3 more that are armor piercing 1 and deadly shot.
You said 3 more.
Yep.
Defense 1. Got 3. Deadly shot. 6 does 2 wounds, correct?
Correct.
So 1. Wound remaining.
And that's, nope, I got to process that. They have a 7-inch march. So they get a 3.5 back. Fire in advance, it turns out, is actually just fire and retreat. But your turn.
Next up, I have my force-grown drones. They have regeneration 6. So my other stand will come back with 3 wounds.
And it's the Mastery of Flesh that pushes it to +2. Gives them +2, right?
Correct.
That's what I thought.
Back to you.
Scion, he will drop a Conquest marker. He's normally Priest 4. He has the Primordial Splinter, so he gets +1 for each marker in the sequence. So he's Priest 7 at the moment. Gonna do Crescendo. Yep. So that'll give me a 2nd Conquest marker. We'll go ahead and trade those for Death and War and do a level 2 Conquest March on my next card, which is the Blooded. So that goes on +3 to their March. All right, back to you.
Last card, you got the Strix. Okay, back to you.
Hunters. Famine marker. I had some movement left. I'll actually turn and march like so. So I think we're both holding 1, correct?
Yes.
All right, so it is 2 to 2. Right?
Yes. 2 to 2.
I am not going to bring mine in. I'm going to hold them off this turn.
I'm going to bring mine in automatically. Abomination.
Yep, Warbred are going to hang off the table for another one.
Then I have 1 medium. Isn't here. Yes, and I still got advantage.
You do. I have 7 cards. Well, you got it. Don't matter. Unless you want to roll a 2 if I roll a 1. So you're first.
So first card, Force-Grown Drones. Looks like I would need a 1 if I had March charged.
Okay.
So it would be automatic.
Sounds good.
Unless you got something screwing with me.
Nope.
Oh yeah, and they would have regenerated this lost
Yep,
wound.
because start of the turn, regeneration, and all that good nonsense.
Yep. And over to you.
My Predator and challenge your Ferromancer to a duel.
I will take the broken on that one.
All right. And it'll go back to you.
Next up, I have my Biomancer. He is going to throw Grant Virulence to the Strix to give them Deadly Blades.
Makes sense.
Back to you.
All right. Slingers, and then we will Inspire and Clash. So, I've never had to look this up. We're going to see what Slingers look like in combat. 5, 9, 10 all together.
Defense 3.
All right. Okay.
1. Resolve. He's good.
Do they have a rule that lets them use high resolve even if they're broken?
Purposefully not, unless... Let me read it and make completely sure I'm right on that. While a character stand is attached to this regiment, it always uses the highest resolve characteristic in the regiment, including modifiers, even when broken.
Okay, fair enough. And then I'm going to use my free withdraw for the skirmisher. And since I have level 1 Conquest on him, they auto pass the check. All right, your turn.
Ferromancer. He's going to fix the broken marker.
All right.
And... yeah. Back to you.
Okay. So we will activate the hunters next. They are going to reform.
You would still take D6 wounds, correct?
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. I got so focused on trying to fit them together, I forgot about it.
I wanted to make
1.
sure.
So lose 1, resolve, good on that. Yeah, you were right. I should have paid better attention to that. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm just going to reform them. And after a reform, I'll march them that way ever so slightly. And then hand it back over to you.
Next up, I got my Strix. Looks like it's going to take me 14 to clear the rocks.
Okay. You're not just going to pinch them together and pick them all up like that?
Nope. Back to you.
Okay. Sion. He'll drop a Conquest marker. There's currently 1 marker, so he's going to get +1 there. Does not... oh yeah, it's a attunement 4, so it does go off. I thought I'd failed that for the first time ever. So that'll be a 2nd Conquest marker. Draw my next card. Blooded Famine. Charge is automatic. Alright. So we got 6 attacks a base. So they are 2, 3 for shock, 4 for charging, flurry, relentless blows for level 2. The Chieftain, I think, is a base 5. No, he's a base 4. So he's going to go to class 5 for death. So he will actually hit on 5s. Not death, shock. Rerolling 6s. Actually, for them, rerolling everything because they're flurrying. You see any more? I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Maybe I should have done this. That was a significant amount of 1s. Alright, they do have relentless blows, so every one will do 2 hits. 24 at your standard defense.
24 at defense 3.
Alright, and then the Chieftain has hit you 6 times. Well, 7, because one of those is a relentless blow. So 7, those are cleave 2, and you re-roll successes.
Defense 1. Yeah, defense 1. So it would actually be like that.
Yep. .19 resolves, right? Not that it's going to make any difference.
Defense, resolve 5. Would I still be 5?
I think so. You're 3 base, right? For the
Yes.
Ferromancer?
Yes.
So, +1, +2.
So 15 5s, rerolling 6s. Attack 1. Don't
Okay.
care.
And it'll go back to you.
Next up, bound clones. Back to you.
I will activate the Braves next. Throw a Conquest marker. Bloodlust. They're fine for. And from there, Bloodlust. He holds them in line so I can do what I want. I'm just going to hang out right there for their second activation. It'll go back to you.
Abomination. Back to you.
Alright, Chieftain, I'll challenge you to a duel.
And I'll take the broken.
And that's turn.
I'm still holding at least one. Should have thought about this.
Yeah, I think. You don't think so?
3 inches,
Okay.
which is not there.
Alright.
So we're both sitting at 3, correct? 4.
Yeah, 2 points each, right? That turn?
Yep. And my brute drones are going to have to automatically come on.
Same with my Warbread. I forgot about them. Alright, I have 8. You have advantage. 1. Alright, you're first.
First up, Ferromancer. He is going to rally down and then use accelerated hibernation, which is my force grown drones. And back to you.
Alright. The Chieftain challenge.
I'll take it. Take the broken.
Alright.
Back to me.
Yep.
Biomancer, he is going to grant virulence to the Strix again for deadly blades.
Alright.
Back to you.
The Blooded. And they're going to Inspire and Clash. So 1, 2. You don't have evasion, correct?
Correct.
So 6 of your guys are dead. Those are, what's it called? Flawless strikes?
I don't
Let
know.
me make sure I'm telling you right, because now I'm wondering if it's deadly blades that they get. No, it is flawless strikes. So 6 are just out and out dead. The Chieftain hit with everything, so you need 5 more that you have to reroll if you make. Cleave 2.
Defense 1.
It would have been nice to have had deadly blades right there. 16.
Defense 2 since they haven't activated.
Yep.
And they're shattered.
That does get them. I knew it'd be close, especially with all them 2s you rolled. And it'll go back to you.
Strix, they're going to charge in front of them since the force grown drones are dead.
Yep, makes sense. Aren't they Clash bad?
Nah, they're decent.
I couldn't remember. They 2s normally?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's their resolving defense that's crap. Is that right?
1.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking
They
about.
have evade 2 though. Eight.
8 hits.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Defense 3. So 1 base and 4. And we're good there. Because the sign is 4 and I still have a standing bonus. So
How'd you end up with 9?
deadly blades.
Okay.
If you don't want me to roll Deadly Blades on, I rolled 3 6s on those saves. That was why I ended up with 9. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to, but when I rolled the 3 6s, I was like, damn, there goes half the squad. The Scion, well, he'll drop a Conquest marker first. Lethal Demise, making me think too hard. So let's see, he has 2 markers right now, so he's got 6 dice. I'm gonna crescendo. Goes off, barely. It's the Braves. They're gonna go to War 2 to tank some against the Lethal Demise that's coming in. Two plus a leader. Support. And then the Scion has 5. I'm not inspiring. So we have 1 regular hit. It's all going to be evade now that I think about it.
5.
4.
4. Evade 2. Failed all 4.
Failed all 4 again.
Yeah.
And 4 Lethal Demise hits, right?
Yep.
That'll be at 4. Kicker. I'm good. 1, 2, 3. All right, sir.
Back to me.
Yes.
Bound clones.
Hunters. Famine. And we will let fly. They may be 4 base. Let me look. I'm not sure how I throw spears as fast as your marksman clones release arrows with 3 arms, but imagine I'd run out of spears in a hurry. They are barrage 4. So that'll be 5 shots per base. Leader. And they have a tracker, which doesn't help them here. You're not a brute, are you, sir?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I mean, no, they're infantry.
So I need 2s. That was a force-grown drone roll. They're glad to be back on the table. 4, 8, 9, and that is deadly shot.
They're dead.
All right.
Abomination. He's going to reform. And march. Back to you.
Predator's next. Famine. Back to you.
Brute drones. And back to you.
Is the Warbred. So right now you're holding 3 objectives, right?
Yep.
And I'm holding 1. Back to you, sir.
Force grown drones dead. Back to you.
Slingers. First action is going to be to spin around. They are going to process. Help me out. Fire in advance. Yeah, there we go. And they are in range to open fire on him. The Predator has Fiend Hunter, so he will be re-rolling to hit you, but it doesn't convey to the rest of the squad. So they need 3s. He needs 3s with a re-roll. So we got 7 from the Slingers. And then the Predator has missed 3 times. Fiend Hunter added 1. So we got 3 with Deadly Shot, AP 1, and 7 standard.
Deadly shot, AP 1. He doesn't care.
Nice. I should have left him with Kiss of the Dinosaur, it seems.
Normal. Takes 2 wounds.
I think he's resolved 4.
Yep.
So 3 altogether.
Yep.
Not bad, sir. And I'm out of cards. So I'm holding 1 to your 3, correct?
Yep.
So I have fallen behind.
But you did kill my warlord. So you'll gain 4 total this turn.
That's right. I keep forgetting he's your warlord. He just looks like middle management, but he's actually the mastermind.
And then odd score 2, 4, 6,
And a bonus for holding 3, right?
8, 9.
Yep.
8, not 9.
You dirty Spires, taking advantage of the fact that I don't use math yet. So you go up to 12 and I go up to
8.
I'm glad you're keeping up with it, because I haven't been at all.
I definitely have advantage.
Whatever changes, right? Alright, well, you're going to have to re-roll that in a second, because I'm going to roll a 1. I don't know. Okay, I will go first. So, first up is the Slingers. They will drop a famine marker. They will take aim and volley. Boss has Fiend Hunter. That's a hit. That was a little better than last time, boys. Alright, so you got 5 at armor piercing 1 with a deadly shot. Oof.
He's dead.
Dang, that got him by itself. Holy crap.
Knew that was going to happen if I didn't go first.
Yeah, I was thinking I could probably get him, but I didn't think the Predator was going to do it by himself. And then for my fire in advance, I'll just for now go ahead and square up on those guys like such. Pull it back just a little from there. Alright. Back to you.
Abomination.
Yeah.
Brute drones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to you.
Alright. Scion of Conquest will be next. Crescendo. There's 2 markers in there because he dropped a Conquest marker. So he'll get 6 dice. Crescendo. 2 goes off, barely. Tier 2 Conquest. And double march backwards. So it would give them a 5, 10, 13, plus 1 for the banner. So 14, so they can go back 7. Which is more than enough to get them where I want to get them. And I guess I should make sure I didn't make a mistake in deck building. Yep, the Braves are next. And that'll be it for me.
Biomancer, grant virulence for deadly blades. Back to you. Sorry. Bound clones. They're going to stand there.
Okay.
I don't know why I put them
I got you.
first.
So Predator's next. He's going to drop a famine marker and hand it back to you.
Biomancer. You can't do anything, so back to you. I'm out of cards.
Blooded. They will drop a death marker. I'm actually going to reform with them. I'm just going to move 1 stand to the back. So I've still got plenty of room to maneuver there. We'll take that objective and block the center as best we can. And hand it back to you.
Well, you can finish your turn.
Oh, you out of cards?
Yeah.
Alright.
I got nothing left.
Hunters. We'll famine it up. 1 stand in close range. They will fire. Yep. There. They're going to take aim and volley. Sending 3s. Holy crap. 4, 8, 9. Armor piercing 1. Deadly shot.
Defense 3. Kicker. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. That doesn't cause resolve, just the Slingers.
Yeah.
Chieftain. He will drop a death marker into the sequence. And the Warbred will finish things off with a Conquest Tier 2. And because they got to clear the chant, we'll turn the Conquest into a war. So I got my 9 on their first march. And then they will reform. And it'll go back to you. You're done. So that's turn. You're holding 2, I'm holding 2, correct?
Yep.
So I need to stop being irresponsible and keeping up with my own score. What am I at now?
12.
12. And you are at 14 or 16?
16.
Okay. And we don't score anything for killing regiments in this, right? Other than Warlord?
Correct.
Okay. You definitely got advantage. Son of a bitch. You and Zach. Todd. You're first. If you want to be. Well, no, not if you want to be.
Bound clones. Generation 2. Gonna march backwards. And I'm gonna march sideways. Back to you.
All right. Scion. Drop a conquest marker. Get a bonus token. Crescendo goes off. So 2 conquest markers. Next up will be Warbred. They're going to take both conquest markers for famine. And is it worth burning out with that few attacks? Probably not, because I'm class 2, 3 for shock, 4 for, actually I'll do death rather than famine. So 2, 3 for death, 4 for shock, rerolling 6s. It's not worth burning out, so we'll just charge. Boop. That's the dumbest looking charge I've ever seen. All right. Impact. Clash 4. Because shock and death are both up at the moment. 4 hits.
Cleave.
Nothing on that. That's just their impact.
2.
Be 3, right? Since I'm in your flank.
Right.
And then their normal attacks, needing 4s, rerolling 6s. Well, I should have burned out, looks like. 5 more. Those are cleave 2.
Lethal demise. I think it on. I can't remember if it happens in the charge or not.
I would think it would.
It has very specific wording on it. That's cleave what?
Cleave 2. So you'll be on
2.
1s unless your evade's better.
Don't know.
So 5 more.
Yep.
So it's how many altogether?
8.
Yeah, because I did 3 with impact, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And
Even
then
if I was in your flank, it would work against your
front arc. Yep. He should be 5s right now, right?
Yeah.
But you do have to re-roll all
Like-
those.
No. Because he's 3 base.
Yeah, so that'd be, as soon as you hit 4, you go to 4. And then when you go above 6.
Okay. I thought I was still at
Yeah,
6.
if I could have done you 2 more wounds. Good there, right?
And then tack 1, I ignore that.
Yep, sounds good. All right, back to you, sir.
Bowmancer. D6, guys. Heals both of those back at least because of Flesh Carver.
Yep.
Men Flesh. Gives them back with 3 wounds. Yeah, that's it.
All right, back to me.
Yep.
Well, that didn't work as well as I was hoping it would. So slingers are first. I'll fix that if it becomes relevant.
It isn't going
I
to.
kind of didn't think so either. Because they can't really shoot this turn. The Warbred are in their way. Drop a famine marker. That was my bad. And it'll go back to you.
Root drones. I hate that you can reliably cross that distance, but I can't.
So Chieftain, Death Marker, Hunters, think you have moved beyond my ability to shoot now, so I'm going to actually... Whoop, that gives me plenty of shots. No take aim. I have hit you twice. Those are AP1 and Deadly Blade, or Deadly Shot.
Defense 3.
Back to you.
Back to you.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I keep forgetting. Oh, I remember why now. Predator. The Predator drops a famine marker. And you're done. The Braves drop a Conquest marker, because he is Conquest Tier 2. They'll go ahead and turn those in for a Tier 1 Conquest, which will give them an 8-inch march, followed by a 6-inch march because of the banner. So 14. Carry my outside stand to there. Ooh, but is it worth doing that for this turn? Because that's not going to let me contest that one. Tell you what we're going to do instead. I'm going to push you right there. Make sense?
Yep.
Out of range. That'll score this one again. You're probably still holding that one. Yeah, because you got 3.
We're tied on it.
Because you're not standing over the center, so it's it's more than 3 to your second base, right?
I have 2 scoring stands. You have 2 scoring stands.
So you're stopping me, but I'm stopping you. I'm tracking you now. All right, and then my last card, this emptied blooded, will drop a death token. I'm going to stop just beyond your charge distance. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because I don't want brute drones in my evade 2 blooded. I haven't experienced it, but I've got a pretty good idea what would happen if you charged me.
My brute drones die.
That's the fatalist in you, and at this point in this game, I can kind of understand. I can dig it. See, I'm going to push to just outside of 11, because you have a 6-inch move, right?
Yep.
So I need to be just outside 12. There goes that Wadroon math again.
I ain't going to make a 12-inch charge.
I'm not going to give you the chance. I'm just going to make you either take brutal impacts or not come in at all. So I will score 4 points and you will score 2, correct?
Correct.
You have advantage. You're first.
Brute drones.
Look at you run. Back to me.
Yep.
Sion, he will drop a Conquest marker. It gives me 3 markers, so he is a Priest 7 right now. It's scaling. So scaling, if you have 8 stands,
Yep.
I need 2 additional successes. I got to pass 4 out of 7. Should be able to do that, but screw it. I'm going to go for it. We're going to try to cacophony your biomancer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so he's cacophony. So that'll shut your draw events down. Back to you.
Bound clones, they're going to inspire and clash.
Yep.
That would heal the wound back right there.
Yep.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I just thought after you said it, they're regenerated. Or cacophonied, and that is a draw event.
8.
8. Defense 3. Nice. They're wiped. Didn't see that coming. I expected to get broken, but not that. My turn? Mm-hmm. Warbred are dead. Predator, I won't bother with his card. Back to you. Actually, I will. I'll discard this death and drop a famine marker.
And this stand will have 2 wounds because of min flesh. Special roll, not
For his,
min.
yep, you're good. Braves, they will turn those cards into famine. Oh God, do I really want to do that? Let's see how far of a charge we're talking. Yeah, I would need a 4 to charge you. I would need a 4 to charge you. I'm going to go with War. That'll give me +1 resolve, +1 defense, and cleave 1. Need a 4 to make the charge though. Got it. Rerolling 6s. Oh boy, here comes the pain. You know, you shouldn't be terrified of actually hitting your opponent, but I'm more scared to hit them than be hit by them. You've got 10 at standard saves and 5 at cleave 2.
5 at cleave 2. Puts me on evade 1. 10 standard saves. Defense 3.
Whew. So 8. Oops.
Yes, 8.
We are war level 2, so we got +1 save, so 4s. 3. That causes resolve, right? I think so. I think it's just R of Death that it got shut down on. I failed 1, but I'm teaching the Conquest 1, so I'm good. But this guy did get laid low. Back to you, sir.
I'm out.
I didn't even come close to breaking them, did I?
2 more stands.
Okay.
Well, 6 more wounds.
Okay.
Would have done it.
All right. If it's an inch, it might have been might as well have been a mile though. So hunters, take aim and volley. They will start the chant again with a famine. Needing 3s. Oof. Nice shooting, boys. 5. AP 1, deadly shot.
Defense 2.
God. All right, and you said you're out, right?
I never rolled resolve checks for those 8 that I lost.
Yep, fair enough. So 2, because your tactics.
Yep. So 3 wounds away.
All right, and you're done. You said, right? Card wise.
Yeah.
Slingers, famine. We're gonna do fire in advance, take aim, volley. Here's the ones from the Predator because he doesn't cause resolve. 4s. So he's got 3 hits. Those are armor piercing 1 and deadly shot.
Evade 1 since you're in my flank.
Yep.
And they're broken.
And then the slingers. Let's see. That's a lot of 6s. 4, 7 hits. No AP on those.
Defense 2.
That was supposed to be on your low resolve. I ain't worried about it. I just realized you're broken, so it should have been your lowest unmodified resolve.
I know there was at least 2.
Fair enough. That's close enough for me, sir. And then the blooded, just outside of 12. They will go ahead and chant. Actually, they have to. But it doesn't matter what they chant because it's not going to do anything. Last card is Chieftain. He will drop a death marker. And I'm out of cards, sir.
So
So I think we're tied out on that objective, right?
yep. And we're both holding 1.
Yep.
So I'm
Ooh, no, actually, you're broken there.
You're right.
So
You hold it.
So I hold 2. It'll push me to 20 and you to 20?
20.
Okay. What you got?
I'm going to force a reroll.
All right. I couldn't see your die. Nope. You're first.
Okay. I'm going to essence transfer. My next card would have been my brute drones.
Okay.
But essence transfer
To the bound clones?
changes with the card on the bottom, which is my bound clones. They're going to rally and then clash.
And then and then he takes his action afterwards, right?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
That was the whole reason
Yep.
for all that.
Makes sense.
Clash 2. 4.
Oh my god. Every day, bro.
Did you make 1?
Yeah, 1. Resolve, made 2, and I'm teaching the Conquest. So, yeah.
He hit with both.
Well, that'll kill that stance. Woo-hoo. I failed it. I'm good. I said that and I was like, okay, I only failed 1. I've used Indomitable already.
And then it goes back to the Biomancer. He's going to mid flesh to get them back to full ones.
Makes sense. My turn?
Yep.
All right. The Scion is going to get started. He's going to drop a Conquest marker and politely ask you if you would like to throw hands, sir.
No.
All right.
Brute drones. Back to you.
Okay.
I'm moving just far enough back to still hold
Still
that.
hold the objective, but max your distance from me. Makes sense. Braves are next. They're going to throw a Conquest marker. That gives me 3 Conquest. We will do... You are Bastion, correct?
Yes.
We'll do War, because you're still popping in my face after I hit you. So, we'll do a level 2 War chant. Because we'll discard Death. They put a 3rd Conquest down. I think you followed what I was doing there.
Yep.
All right. And it does not carry him to where he re-rolls. So, ouch. He hit you once. But they made up for it, thankfully. So, you got 1 at Cleave 2.
Defense
4.
Defense 2.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. And then 9 at Cleave 1.
9 at Cleave 1. Defense 3. 4.
All right. And they're on lowest resolve, don't forget.
So that would be fell 2.
Which are Indomitable, so.
Attack 1. So 1 more wound.
And that's me.
Which you would take 4.
Oh, yeah.
Lethal.
That was the whole reason I went with War instead of trying to get more hits against you. Hey, it finally worked. I took 1 wound. Why did I roll that? I'm Indomitable. Anyway, that'll finish these guys. Back to you.
I'm out.
Slingers, Famine. Same thing, we'll take aim and shoot into them. The Predator has hit you 3 times because I took aim. And those are AP1 and Deadly Shot.
They're
So
shattered.
4? Yeah, that'll shatter them, that's right. Good game, sir. The Spires made a valiant attempt to hold the center of the table with their massed hordes of warriors, but the constant dueling attempts that kept them broken, coupled with the insane headshot pulled off by the Predator against the Abomination, and secured board control for the Wadroon. The missile attacks melted the Spires' army at a range that simply could not be replaced with regeneration, and the Predator has forever secured his place in the tribe's songs. Today, the battlefield belongs to the Wadroon. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to set up notifications so that you don't miss any of our coming content. To those of you that have already done so, we say thank you. That's all we have for today, but the 1500 point games continue next week with the city-states returning to the field against the Old Dominion. Will Hazley's legions control the day, or will the might of the Phalanx crush them to dust and ash? As always, thank you for spending time with us today at the Maelstrom.